Hello friends, welcome to Cloud Pedagogy. In this lab, you are going to set up a new web server for a company which will host a critical application. You have been asked to store the Apache web logs in an Amazon CloudWatch log group in case any problems occur on the server. So monitoring is an important part of maintaining the reliability, availability and performance of your Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud instances and your AWS solutions. You should collect monitoring data from all of the parts in your AWS solutions so that you can more easily debug a multi-point failure if one occurs. CloudWatch logs centralize the logs from all of your systems, applications, and AWS services that you use in a single highly scalable service. In this lab, you will configure an EC2 instance to stream its Apache Webserver error logs to CloudWatch logs. You will configure the agent and then log into the CloudWatch logs console to make sure the logs are streamed correctly. By end of this lab, you will understand how to install the CloudWatch logs agent and configure it to stream a log to the service. So while let's start with our task. First, we'll install an Apache Webserver in an EC2 instance. After that, you will be logging into the EC2 instance and install the CloudWatch logs agent. Finally, we watch Apache web logs in the CloudWatch logs group. So start with the task 1, deploy Apache Webserver. As you can see, I'm already in the AWS management console. First thing we need to do is go up to the search bar and type in EC2. Select EC2 in the list. Once in the EC2 dashboard, we will click on launch instance. Enter a name for the EC2 and choose an AMI which is Ubuntu image. Create a key pair. And then in the network settings, enable HTTP and HTTPS protocols. Expand the advanced details section. In the user data section, copy your user script. So just paste the user script which installs Apache Webserver. Finally, click on the launch instance. Wait for a few minutes so that instance state changes to running. Good work! We have successfully launched an Apache Webserver in an EC2 instance. In the task 2, we are going to install CloudWatch agent. So in this task, we are going to install CloudWatch agent inside EC2 instance. Click on the checkbox next to our EC2 instance and at the top, click on Connect. Down at the bottom, click Connect. Paste AWS logs agent setup command into the EC2 terminal and then hit enter. This command fetches the AWS logs agent setup file from the S3 bucket where it is stored. Copy this command into the web server console and hit enter. This command executes the setup.py file and targets the server to the default region of US East 1. Once the CloudWatch logs agent has finished downloading, here is where you will need an AWS access key and a secret key to complete the configuration. Imagine that my user account currently doesn't have an access key we can use. So let's go up to the search bar, type in IAM and open the IAM console. Within the IAM console, we can click on users and then select my user account to create our own access and secret access key. Click on the Security Credential tab and scroll down until you find Access Keys. Click on Create Access Key and our access key use case is going to be a command line interface 1. So select the bullet point next to the command line interface, scroll down to the bottom and accept the confirmation message. Once done, click on the next button, click on the Create Access Key. So now we have created the access key. What we need to do is copy the access key itself using the 2 square boxes here. And go back to the EC2 instance connect window. In the console, paste in the key value and then hit enter. Next, we need to go back to the IAM user screen again. Click on the show hyperlink here which will show us the secret access key. And then click on the double square boxes next to it to copy the value. Go back to the EC2 instance connect and paste this into your console. Our default region name can stay as US East 1 itself. So hit return. And the default output format, we can leave this as it is again or you can set up to the JSON format. And then hit return. the path for the log file which you need to upload to be defined in this section. So we are going to uploading the error.log file up to our CloudWatch logs. Our destination log name will keep with the default, and then we will use number 1, which is the EC2 instance ID to identify the log stream. So once more hit enter here. The timestamp format can be left as it is default. So hit enter again, and then we will choose the upload from the start of the file out to our log stream. So select one and then hit enter. When asked if you have any more log files to configure, just type N and then enter for no. Good work. You have configured the CloudWatch log agent to send copies of the Apache web logs to the CloudWatch logs group. In the final task, we are going to view logs in CloudWatch. Now the CloudWatch agents being configured, you can access the log events through the URL provided here. Or you can go up to the top and type in CloudWatch in the search bar. Right hand click to the CloudWatch and open it in a new tab. Once CloudWatch has been opened, click on log groups on the left side and then you should see your log group. If this hasn't been displayed yet, don't worry. Just click on refresh and in a couple of minutes that will be displayed for you. Select the log group. Select the log group of the EC2 instance we have just configured. As you can see, we already have 2 log files entries already uploaded to our log stream. We can confirm these are only lines already configured in our log file. So again back to the EC2 instance window and then type the command sudo cat with the file name and then hit enter. And we can see here we have the same 2 log file lines as we have already been displayed in our log stream. Congratulations! We went through the process of configuring CloudWatch logs to stream an Apache Webserver error log file. We then visited the console to ensure the stream is working properly. So that's all for today's lab and meet you again in my next lab. Until then, have fun with learning.